Astronaut has always been about a dream, about a man who dies and goes to heaven and cannot enter in, and he's forced to return to Earth and work out his faith in fear and trembling, so to speak. It's a picturesque, it's a dream thing, it's a vision, it's vague. Well, the video was shot by our good friend and art man, Paul Soupiset, who has done our album covers, our flyers, our everything when it comes to artwork. And it was basically, we wanted to basically give a full band representation of what we're about, a light version, a fun version of what we're about, I guess, showing a different side of Love Coma.
It was just fun. Paul grabbed a camera and said, let's just start filming.
Being in a band where we can do that is we can take music in its most simple form and bring it to the people, you know. If the sound system blows up, it doesn't matter. We got our acoustics in the van, you know, we'll bring it to you in a circle, you know.
Yeah, Southern fried, studio-fied,
but as people, we're anything but serious, really. I think we're more ridiculous. And I think there's a lot of humor. Everybody in our band is extremely funny. Mattingly's got this really cut and dry sense of humor, as opposed to Dodds over here is just kind of zany, and everybody's just kind of got their own thing going. And because of that, we definitely don't take ourselves too seriously.
There's a time for seriousness, you know, in all situations. But generally, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I won't use the word pretentious. I don't even know what the word pretentious really means.
I think all of our songs start with a folk element. They're all written on the 12-string guitar, the acoustic guitar. And they're all written from a folk perspective. You know, I'm a big Dylan fanatic, and I'm a big acoustic fanatic when it comes to the writing style. And I think each of us in the band have such different inspirations and different elements that we bring to this that it starts folk, but it ends up being something very different from that. And but you can hear, if you peel away the different layers in our music, it all boils down to a folk song. More of just an easygoing, bright, sunshiny, feel-good song, musically speaking. And it's more of a lead bass guitar song than anything else. I think the bass just carries the rhythm, and that's, I think, is beautiful, because you don't hear music too much where the bass is melodic, and you end up paying more attention to that. You know, we purposely did not want to put a guitar solo in the song. We wanted to make a nice, short, breathy, fresh air. You know, it kind of comes in and goes, and I hope we accomplish that. I hope so.
Nothing more than Stonehenge. I don't know how better to describe it. We talked to some of the locals, and the fun part, I think, more than anything, than actually getting there, we spent such little time actually at Stonehenge because everything was so fast. The most fun was in knowing that these guys didn't have a clue what we were doing. We just decided we were going to go do it, and we were on tour. And I remember sitting in Shoney's, I believe it was, and Chris was talking about, I hope when we get back the video will be done. And I told him, I know something you don't know. You know, made it a big deal, and he was like, will I be surprised? I said, oh, or he said, what did you, he said, good, I'm glad, you know, is it cool? Yeah, it'll be very cool. Good, I need to be surprised.
A quote from Oscar Wilde, I think, wraps the entire mask issue up. Basically says, man is least himself when he talks in his own person, but if you give him a mask, he'll tell you the truth. And I think that's very appropriate. It goes for actors, you know. I think songwriters need to wear that mask. So I develop songs into characters And I think each character can wear a different mask, because I may be wearing a mask on the cover, but I'll be telling you the gut-wrenching truth of it all, you know, on the inside of the record.
So many people believe that the mystery should be exposed, and we got to know everything that you're about. And I don't know. I think we look at that in the same way Christ talked to us as humans while he walked the earth. He didn't just lay it out, you know. He spoke to those who had ears to hear. He spoke in parables.
When people take the time to listen to your music, regardless of what they hear beforehand, the truth will be told in the lyrics. The truth will be told in the music. And, you know, I'm here to, you know, challenge Christians as much as I am to challenge unbelievers. You know, because I myself, who is a believer, am challenged every day, you know, in my faith, and it makes it very difficult for me to spoon feed people the way I see a lot of other Christian bands doing that.
I totally disagree in that I think that the truth can be heard through the lyrics. I think it's all about the way that I play the drums.
I think over the years Love Coma has come to mean a lot of different things to different people. But I think it's all about just a reawakening. It's about a freshness. It's about, I think musically for us, Love Coma is about musically a fresh thing. You know, every record will be musically fresh to us. It's about changing and just keeping things alive and fresh.